There is an ISC. I don't expect this ISC to be super special from a gameplay standpoint, but if you have not played the EPTU because you're not Wave 1 or whatever, the music has really changed the game significantly for me. I never thought I would say that. I never thought the music would be, such a fantastic experience and something that is absolutely worth pointing out. As far as like how it's been implemented in the game. The dynamic music system, I don't think Pedro makes. This is an interview, I believe, with Pedro, or it's titled The Music of Pyro, so it might have other sound designers involved. It is an incredibly good implementation. It is really smooth, and it works out really well. So, yeah, Pedro's the composer, but I wonder if they'll talk to other devs as well, and it would be a shame if they didn't, because they're the real heroes, I think, of 4.0 as far as the music goes. Pedro makes great music, but yeah. All right, enough of an intro. Let's jump into it here.
I'm gonna ask you the easiest question in the whole world, Pedro. What does music mean to you?
Music for me, since I was very young,
turning it up as high as I can go,
like breathing. It's been a good friend over many years. I couldn't imagine myself living without creating music. It's just extremely important to me.
That's the jump point music, right?
Jump points. Majestic, dreamy, and adventurous.
I don't know where to keep the volume.
I was seeing the concept art, the very first concept art, for quite a long time, and it was very special. It was not just a click and you're there. It was like an event by itself, and I think Sarsen does it in a very beautiful way. And I want the music to feel exactly the excitement that I feel when I look at it for the first time. I try to portray the music as if we were going to a different state of matter. When you're in the jump point, the music becomes suddenly more synthetic and more the synths take over.
Yeah, it's really difficult. The music is much louder than him. I can't balance the volumes. It's on their end. I can't control his voice over their music. It's too loud.
The orchestra. I wanted people to feel you're somewhere else, where laws of physics don't really apply.
In the end, just listen to the music.
Since I was a kid, I really loved hearing CDs of the old classics from Beethoven, etc., but also from synth. So I tried to make kind of an homage to the old school synth scoring. It just made sense to use that on the jump point, make it very epic.
It is epic.
Trying to condense my whole life experience into one place.
Like, I can't describe how good they've done with the music. We're already a third of the way through the show, so we'll see. Yeah, we don't have lightning really, or
we
thunder
believe that having one
sounds,
single
but
track for a planet, it's not
they
enough.
took it out.
When you get out of quantum and you see the planet just like a sphere, even thought that
planet
it would
has
be
a
great
song.
if there was like just a very small stinger just telling you what you're about to expect. As if an echo of the soul of the planet.
Yep.
Making
Bloom
sure
is
that
very-
you understand you are in the outskirts of Pyro 1.
Very light and happy, but this is what, Terminus?
We want it to be ambiguous, so the music should feel always ambiguous because you don't know what to expect when you go down there. What will
That's
come
Pyro
up
1,
when I
gotcha.
land and get out of the ship? If it's peaceful and there's no danger and there's nothing
He
threatening
just said
you,
Pyro 1, dog. Okay. Dog. Sorry if I can't hear it because the music's so loud or because I was talking or something like that.
and the track that
Dog.
I created, which is very, peaceful and beautiful, depending on the planet, of course, should come up. So it's like a 3-stage approach. It's kind of almost like you're in a cinematic experience, going down to the surface. When I saw Pyro 3 for the first time, I thought it was absolutely beautiful.
Wait till you hear this.
I really loved
This song
it.
is so good. I haven't switched to it yet.
Strange, right? That you are in a supposedly dangerous system with such beautiful planets.
Here it comes. There it goes.
This is the planet where I believe we should merge orchestra with synths and vocals and just create a classy but modern experience. There's some eerie sounds in it, but everything very subtle. I don't want people to feel, oh, this is so beautiful, or is it so scary?
It just sounds beautiful to me, but
And then eventually the music may come into that.
well, I've never seen this part of Pyro 3.
Pyro 4.
All
Pyro
right.
4 is a bit more alien. Beautiful. And free. I don't know if people to feel slightly uneasy, but still admire the beauty of Pyro 4. And make sure people understand we are in a very alien world. The way I did it was very smooth orchestra, very simple, and just trying to give players like a cathartic experience. Just be there and admire the art that was done for that world.
I like this planet. I think
And
Pyro
then in
3
the
and
second
4.
part of the track, I'm a pianist, so I tried to use the synths, but in a pianist way, which is not so often used, because many times when you hear synth, either they are doing very long lines, like the old classics, or ARPs, which are automated arpeggios. And I try to do it just freely, without any tempo. Just me playing the synth. I love the result.
And guys, what they're not
I
saying
want people when they go
and what they're not going to say. So I'm going to bring it in right now before we continue listening to the song. There's a song for quantum travel. There's a song for jumping. There's a song when you get attacked. And the way that they have mixed them in the game and how smooth the music in the game transitions and lets you know what is happening while it's happening is really impressive. This ISC, while I love Pedro and his music being in front, I wish they went a little deeper and explained to you. And I don't think that they should do it in another episode. I think that that would be, pulling the string too far, and it would just, 2 episodes on music wouldn't be very good. I wish they took the time to talk to the sound devs and talk about the work that they did there, because it's taking the beautiful music that Pedro made and make it work in the video game. It's one thing to listen to beautiful music. I got chills a few times during this episode. I'm sure some of you guys did too. It's another thing for it to just immerse you more in the game. And I have never felt this way in a video game before as far as music goes. It is really impressive what's going on in 4.0. And it's really, really nice. And for the first time, we usually make fun of the fact that clouds aren't gameplay. And how is music gameplay? It's not gameplay, but damn, does it add to it.
Pyro for the
it's
first
really
time.
Good.
I want people to feel that it's a complete new system, and it's a beautiful system. It's probably some of the best art I've seen for a planet in any game.
Which one is this? I missed it.
I wanted it to be experienced. Hope people enjoy that.
This one's Terminus.
Music just to be a companion to your adventures in this new system.
So what we learned this week? Well, that depends. If you've never played Star Citizen before, you've learned that Pedro is our amazing composer for the persistent universe.
Sure.
That his work brings depth and emotion and the very essence of life itself to every adventure you undertake. And that his work gets more dynamic and ambitious every year. If you have played Star Citizen before, well, you've known all this after playing for the first 5 minutes. And we're just here to show some appreciation to the maestro. For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. Thanks for letting us share the people and process of game development with you, and we'll see you all here next week.
Yeah, I know I'm never happy, and I find the bad in everything. But oh man, I wish they hammered home how good of a job they implemented the music. Because it really is. I have to give just absolutely massive props. We've had so many problems with sounds, and I mean, I can't tell where footsteps are coming from in Arena Commander for the life of me, right? But the way you got to give props when props are due, and the way they implemented the music in 4.0 so far, I don't know what the experience will be on live for you. It could break, but it is so good. It is so good. And I just wish that they took the time to show that aspect of it, because once again, they're making a video game, and it really does make the video game. I don't know how to say it in any other way. It's just so good. And will it make 4.0 amazing? No. Everything else has to work. But in the moments that you're quantum traveling, especially, I'll try to give you this. Quantum travel is the best example of it. You go into quantum travel, the game recognizes that you're in quantum travel, and it morphs whatever music was playing into the quantum travel music. And then the game knows how many seconds it will be before you're out of quantum travel. And it will start playing a different part of the song, the end of the song. And it ends when you come out of quantum travel perfectly every time, nearly perfectly every time. And it works so well. And every quantum travel is a different length and so on, but it just knows and it just works. And it's one of the few things that work in Star Citizen, and it works really well. It just adds to the experience. The seamless switching of the music is the thing that I really want to point out. Pedro's music's amazing, but it gets that much better when it's mixed and melted into the game the way they did. So I just want to take the opportunity to give massive props to whatever team, whatever people, whatever individual did that, because it really adds to the experience of 4.0 for me.